day 3 of our Big Red Truck Tour across Kentucky. We're getting the vote out. We want to remind voters that you can vote today or Tuesday, so please remember to get the base out. We know it's going to be a low voter turnout, but here in Hardin County, I think you're going to have a little bit of a bump, and so Hardin County can determine who the Republican nominee is, because if there's one thing that we can do in Kentucky this year, that is to make Andy Beshear a one-term governor. And then next year, make Joe Biden a one-term president. And it starts right here. You know, we're so proud that the media has dubbed us as the grassroots candidate. You know what? That's a compliment. We are running an old-fashioned, grassroots, people's first campaign across all corners of the Commonwealth. And I'm proud to share with you all this morning that we are the only campaign that has visited all 120 counties since we announced last year. We're putting the effort in, we're putting the miles in, and we are running a campaign that's based off Kentucky issues, about things that Kentuckians care about. We're so proud we're running a positive race. That's the way I was raised, because we all have to come together after next Tuesday. We've got to make sure that the party is united, and I know that with our grassroots support and our 230 plus endorsements from fellow elected Republican officials, we will win. There's 12 of us in this primary. It's like Baskin Robbins, pick your own flavor, right? But everyone's my friend, all of them. And so we need to make sure that we come together after next Tuesday, because here's how we're going to win this race. We are traveling to parts of Kentucky that other campaigns simply have not visited or may not even know how to get to, and our rural base is going to punch above its weight class, because we expect there to be only about 250,000. I thought it'd be more. I thought it'd be 300,000 people. Look, maybe 250,000 folks go out to vote. And when you start splitting that up 12 ways, the candidate with the biggest base and the most discipline will win this Republican primary, and that's with your all's help. And I don't know about you, but I think it's time that we have a governor that's going to stand up, support, and fund our men and women in law enforcement. We have to have an emphasis on public safety. We need to have a governor that's going to work with the Kentucky General Assembly and not sue the Kentucky General Assembly every chance that they get. We need to have a governor that says if you are a drug dealer, there will be consequences if you sell poison into our communities. And if you sell fentanyl in Kentucky, that results in the death of a Kentuckian, you should be charged with homicide. We got to make sure that there are consequences, not just for drug dealers, but for violent crime as well. We want to give folks suffering through addiction a second chance so they can clean themselves up, go through recovery, and rejoin the workforce. And speaking of the workforce, we need to stop paying Kentuckians to sit at home and watch Netflix. We got to get people back to work. There's plenty of jobs. There's plenty of jobs. Let's get people back to work as well. And when it comes to education, it's wrong to let boys play in girls' sports.
Amen.
We got to make sure we have some common sense to protect women's sports as well. Parents should have a say-so in what their kids are being exposed to in the classroom. And as the son of a public school teacher who spent 30 years in the classroom, I want to help support our men and women in the teaching profession. They're trying to do two things. They're trying to teach, and they're trying to raise other people's kids, which is why I support discipline reform in the classroom, so teachers can take control of the learning environment and help produce the next generation, which includes promoting our vocational and trade programs as well. We have a lot of folks that can go out and make $100,000 a year learning to be a welder, plumber, electrician. We got to make sure we promote those jobs just as much as the jobs downtown. And my last thought on education is that I support our homeschool community here in Kentucky. It's so important to have someone that expects all aspects of the campaign trail. Now we have just about 3-4 days left. We're starting to count the hours. This is stop number 4 of at least 9 today. We're going to continue to crisscross every corner of the Commonwealth. So I'm going to ask everyone here today to do 3 things. Number 1, go vote. Go vote. If you haven't voted, you can vote today, right now, and you can vote on Tuesday of next year. Number 2, if you are on social media, take a picture of me and post it. Let people know that you're going to support Ryan Quarles. It helps reflect our grassroots nature, and that your support of my candidacy means a lot more than the endorsement from somebody else, another part of Kentucky. And number 3, old-fashioned word of mouth. With this election turnout expected to be low, just talking to your family, talking to your friends. When you go to church tomorrow, remind folks to go out and vote. You're supporting Ryan Quarles. That goes a very, very long way. And if I only have a few moments with somebody, here's what I tell them. It's been 2 decades since we've had a governor from rural Kentucky. It's time for one of us. Somebody that grew up on a farm, grew up working, somebody that's earned it in life, someone that's going to unite our state together, someone that's going to work with folks instead of sue folks left and right. Our state is too small and our problems are too big to be dragged down by petty partisan politics. If you want a governor that thinks like you because they are raised like you, support my candidacy. Let's get the vote out. Let's finish strong. Thank you so much. And thank you. You're the best dressed today, Jim. You went the best dressed.
I have a favorite half, right? Can my wife and I get a picture with you?
You are getting the first pictures. Let's wrap this up. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Let's take some pictures and get the vote out. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Hardin County.